Imagine a deep, slow fade-in, a low wind rumbling, like an ancient creature breathing beneath layers of snow. The wind of the northern Urals cries like a warning long before the story begins. It drags icy claws across the vast white emptiness and carries with it the memories of countless winters. But in 1959, in the heart of this frozen kingdom, 9 young hikers step unknowingly into the mouth of a mystery that will never be solved. The sound of boots crunching over snow echoes softly as Igor Dyatlov walks ahead, his confident step steady, his breath calm. He is young, only 23, but among his peers he is a leader. Behind him, the laughter of his team spills into the cold like warm light. Zina teases Rustam about the weight of his pack. Ludmila's voice, sharp and bright, rises above the wind with a joke that even the stoic Semyon can't resist. Metal buckles clink. A stove lid closes with a hollow thud. Then the distant whistle of a train fades behind them as the wilderness grows louder. The group moves through the snowy forest with the easy rhythm of those who have done this many times before. Their breaths puff like clouds, their skis whisper across the fresh powder. Every now and then, their laughter drifts away, swallowed by the silence of endless white. Dogs bark faintly in the last settlement behind them, voices fade, and then, nothing. Only the solemn hum of the wind. Nights are filled with music. Someone strums a mandolin. Someone reads aloud from a diary. A stove crackles softly. Inside the tent, spreading a faint orange glow across 9 smiling faces. Outside the tent, snowflakes swirl like drifting spirits, catching the firelight before vanishing into darkness. The northern lights shimmer above, green ribbons dancing across a sky too vast for words. It feels magical. Endless. Safe. The days grow harsher. The storms arrive without warning, thick curtains of snow slamming against their coats, turning their world into a blur of white. The wind roars, drowning out all thoughts. Yet the group presses on, leaning into the storm with determination carved into their muscles. Each step crunches like breaking bones beneath the snow. Their voices become quieter. Their breaths heavier. On February 1st, the storm is a living thing. It snarls across the slopes of Kholat Syakhl, its name whispered by the Mansi people, Mountain of the Dead. Snow rips sideways through the air, stinging the skin like needles. The world narrows to the size of an outstretched hand. Yet Dyatlov stands firm, scanning the white void. His decision is steady, they will camp here on the open slope. The tent is pitched. Ropes tighten with frosty snaps. Poles creak. Inside, the world grows warm again. The stove flickers. Clothes steam as heat slowly drives out the cold. Zina rubs her hands, laughing at Semyon's jokes. Rustam sharpens a knife, the metal ringing softly. Ludmila writes in her diary, her pen scratching faintly on paper. Someone hums a tune from the train ride. The walls of the tent tremble gently in the wind like the heartbeat of a great, sleeping beast. Hours pass. The storm deepens. The world outside becomes a void of roaring wind and blinding snow. Then, sometime past midnight, something happens. There is no scream. No warning. Only a sudden, overwhelming force, a terror that slices through the darkness like a blade. Something that makes 9 experienced hikers slash open their tent from the inside. Fabric rips. Wind explodes in. The stove goes dark. In seconds, warmth disappearing into snowdrifts. Bodies emerge one by one from winter's grip, each more haunting than the last. Rescuers whisper. They exchange glances that say more than their trembling lips can. No animal did this. No ordinary storm. No human attack. Something else happened here, something the frozen earth refuses to explain. Lights in the sky, witnesses say. Orange orbs drifting silently over the mountains on the same night. Rumors ignite in military tests, rockets, secret mines. Others speak of creatures in the forest, shadows moving without sound. Some whisper about curses. Spirits. The mountain's ancient guardians waking. The official report arrives with cold indifference. A compelling natural force. Nothing more. Families weep. Students mourn. And the wind continues to howl across the pass as if mocking humanity's attempt to understand the unknowable. Years pass. Decades. But the mountain remembers. Hikers today report strange sensations, like unseen eyes watching from the ridgeline. Some speak of voices drifting through windless air, faint, pleading, familiar. And some, very few, claim to see glowing lights sliding silently above the tree line before winking out like dying stars. Yet the truth remains buried beneath snow and silence, locked forever in that single night of terror in 1959. The Dyatlov Pass incident endures, not as a story with answers, but as an echoing riddle carved into the bones of a mountain that refuses to speak. And the wind. The wind still whispers their names. Fade out, the wind becomes softer until only silence remains. If you want, I can also create.